How's it going, humans? My name is Hugh. I am the owner, operator, maker behind Human Made, located in Calgary. And today, I'm gonna show you guys how to make these little sliding top boxes. So the first thing we're gonna do, if you have long hair, we're gonna tie it up, get it out of our faces, like this. So with that done, let's go over the parts that we're gonna need for this project. To assemble this project, we're gonna need our project kit, some wood glue, some finishing nails, masking tape or painter's tape, some sandpaper, a pencil, a sanding block is really nice to have, but not needed, gloves, a hammer, a ruler, our safety glasses, and a paper towel, just to clean up any glue that might squeeze out as we are assembling our box. Inside our project kit, we're going to have two long side pieces. We're going to have one top and one bottom piece. We're also going to have one long side piece with two grooves, a short side piece with one groove, and a small pull tab for the top of our box. So the first step in this process is to give all of our pieces a quick sand. So we're going to put on our gloves and we're going to sand every edge and every corner of all of our pieces. We're also going to sand inside the grooves on all of our pieces to make sure that everything is smooth and there's no splinters or sharp edges. A sanding block can also be used to help hold our sandpaper when we're sanding our edges. So on our side pieces, on the big long ones, as well as this piece that has two rails, one of the rails is a little bit wider than the other. So we're gonna take one of our top or bottom pieces and we're gonna slide it in and out of both sides to see which one is looser and which one is tighter. So we can see on this one slides really easy, and this one is a little tight. So this side is going to be the top, where the top is gonna slide in and out. And I'm gonna mark it right here. I'm just gonna put a T for top. So we're gonna do the same thing on our other long side piece and our short piece that has two rails, and mark the side that slides the easiest with a T for top. Now that we have our top sides all marked, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a dry assembly before we put the glue on. So we're gonna take our bottom piece, and it doesn't matter, you can pick either one of these, and we're gonna slide it into place. Next, we're gonna take our long side piece that it has the T on it. I'm gonna make sure that the T goes on the top, because this is the bottom, and then we're gonna put this piece on, slide it down. Now we're gonna take the short piece that only has one channel, and we can put it, slide it in, just like that. For the top, put that down on the table. We're gonna line it up and push it into our groove. And with the top, what we wanna make sure is that it is centered completely and that we don't have a piece sticking out. Because we don't want this. We don't want a side sticking out. We wanna make sure it is nicely centered so that when we slide this in, this might not stay together. It will later. There we go. When we slide it in, it'll look like this. So the first piece we're gonna glue together is the top. So we're going to take the top apart and we're gonna put just a small amount of glue inside the channel. You don't need to use a lot. A little bit goes a long way. With this piece on the table, we can take our top and line it up and push it down into the channel. You might have a little bit of glue squeeze out from the sides, And if that happened, use your paper towel to wipe it up. Next, we're going to put a piece of tape over top to hold this glue joint tight as the glue dries. So if we look at our box, we can see that we don't want to have any glue in this section here. I'm going to mark this with my pencil on both sides. If we put glue in here and in here, or in this groove on either sides or the back, the top will get stuck and we won't be able to get the top off. So with our box taken apart and laid out flat, with our tops on the top and the bottoms on the bottom, we can see that we have our marks where we don't want to put any glue. We now take our glue and put a small amount in all of the bottom rails, a small amount for the back of our box on the tall side, and a small amount on the front of our box, making sure not to put any above our mark. We can also put a few dots of glue on our back piece on the side. And don't forget to put a little bit of glue on our front channel and a couple of dots on the side of that piece too. And if you're messy like me, you might want to put a piece of paper towel down and do your gluing on top of that so you don't get it all over your desk. Now we can put our box together, so we can slide our bottom piece into one of the rails and squish it in nice and tight. Just make sure when you're putting the box together that the short front piece is the piece that goes on the side where you have your marks for your no glue section. Also make sure all the T marks are on the top for all the pieces that we marked earlier. Now with all of our pieces pushed together, we can use a paper towel to clean up any glue squeeze out. Now what we can do is we can take our top and we can slide it in. Just want to make sure that it is going to slide and fit all the way in and slide out, which it does. Now with our top in, to help make everything square, we're going to take some tape and we're going to put tape over all four corners. With the tape on, we can slide our top in and out a few times to make sure no glue is sticking to it and that it is going all the way in and all the way out. Next, we're going to put in some finishing nails. Now the finishing nails are going to be hammered through the long sides into the short sides, and we want to make sure they are put into the center of the front and the back piece. So we're going to use our pencil to mark the center of the front and the back piece, and we'll extend that line onto the side of our box. Next, we'll use our ruler to make a straight line between those marks. Next, we're going to measure 2 centimeters from the top and 2 centimeters from the bottom of the back of our box. And on the front, we're going to measure 2 centimeters from the bottom and 3 centimeters from the top. So with our nail holes marked, we can put on our safety glasses and our gloves if we don't have them on already. And using our 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch finishing nails, we can put 2 nails into each side, so 8 nails total for the box. So now that we have our nails in, we can take off our tape. We can now slide our top back into place. And the last thing we're going to do is give everything one more quick sand, just on all the edges. We can sand off the little T's and the little lines that we made with our pencil and make sure everything is nice and smooth. So now that our box is all done and all sanded, now comes the really fun part, and you get to decorate it. I'm gonna write my name on the bottom because I want to. This is my box, and I wanna put on a sticker. So that's what I'm doing with my box. If you want, you can paint them, you can draw on them, you can do all sorts of things to make it your own, or you can leave it as is. The other fun thing deciding what you're gonna put in it. In this one, I'm putting rocks. So I hope you had fun working and making a little box that you can put rocks or pencils or pens or maybe something secret in. So I want to say thank you to Skills Canada, Alberta for putting this project together. And one of these boxes behind me is the one that's in your hands right now. So thank you very much. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time.